Incoming stitch.
Heat from fire and fire from heat.
What are we practicing, amateur protection magic? Or does that sound like Kamswala's word salad phenomenon? You know, Kamala, that little word salad stuff. Because no shit, heat from fire and fire from heat.
My name is Loren Perkins. I'm a transgender person.
Perkins is giving off a little bit of a perverted energy. Because who says transgender person except for the people that usually refer to themselves as a male attracted person instead of gay, female attracted person instead of lesbian, as per the GLAAD people trying to change that from the dictionary, to then introduce my theory, which I think they're trying to normalize the MAP.
And I'm here to testify against SB 12.
Why is this trans person, someone who can't even have kids, at all even defending SB 12? Or like, what? That's a bill for parents, for their kids in schools, for the DEI crap that's going on. What?
SB 1601.
I mean, I can see why this person could be a little upset about this bill. SB 1601 is, I agree with it as a trans person. I just realized I just called myself a trans person. Did I just get, as a trans woman? Anyways, this bill talks about how it just reduces or removes the funding if a library is going to host like a drag event or something, or like story time for kids. That should not be exposed to kids anyways, to be honest, even if it's the theatrics of gayism. But hey, that's Texas.
And any future anti-trans, queer, or other LGBTQIA legislation that comes before this body. I have appeared before the City Council, but this is my first time that I've graced this chamber with my presence, so my voice may be shaky, my hands may be trembling, but it is not out of fear or trepidation, but out of indignation and righteous anger.
I'd be angry too if I was a trans lady and I was balding right there at the top, just like he or she is, that's saying.
I've been graciously provided by this body a mere 2 minutes to plead the case for my humanity. This morning,
Oh, you stupid witch. You're already like at least at a minute. Then you business blabbing about something that had nothing to do with your points.
spent not an inconsequential amount of time pondering what to wear, how to do my makeup, what I should sound like, how I could best present myself to make my humanity clear and obvious to this committee. Isn't that a shame?
Oh, for the love of heavens and hell. Cry me a mother in river. Talk about first world problems. Okay, it's not a shame. No one feels bad for you. Shut up, okay?
In reality, it should be obvious that I'm deserving of the same rights and privileges afforded everyone else.
But what rights were lost of yours? And what makes you so special as a trans person to have different rights according to the rest of the humans, that I would like to have the same rights of humans anyways, but I feel like I got my right. What? Where's this delusion coming from? I mean, goodness gracious. What rights did I lose? What rights did you lose? I don't think you wrote. You just made it up. I don't know.
By hiding your bigotry behind children like cowards, you will find yourself on the wrong side of history. By manipulating the words of an ancient text and shoehorning it into legislation aimed at an at-risk minority population, you liken yourselves to another group that gained popularity in Germany in the 1930s.
Oh, these Yahtzee references are so...
If you have ever wondered what you would have done had you been a member of the so-called greatest generation, then simply look around to what you are doing in this moment. When a small man with a smaller mustache stood before crowds and proclaimed himself superior to others, I see you here doing the same. The first books that the Nazi Party burned were those of Magnus Hirschfeld and the Institute of Sexual Health.
Yes, the dude practiced on children. There was one lady boy, the died of castration infections. I mean, what?
First imprisoned under the Nazi Party rule were homosexual and transgender people. Likely the first woman to undergo a successful gender reassignment surgery was killed in that same prison.
This person is referring to Elb. That person died of castration infections. Like, this has nothing to do with the prison.